WTIM.
And we're back with more of the WTIM Pana Morning Show here on your information station. With Pana Civic, business and nonprofit leaders, we're coming to you from our Taylorville studios. The WTIM Pana Morning Show, it's brought to you by our title sponsor, in People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, along with Noren's Hardware, Pizza Man, Bob Riding's Pana, the Nokomis DQ, Pana Bowl, and the Oconee Chop Shop. I'm your host, Grayson Bauman. Joining us in this segment, I've got Adam Metzger, principal of Pana Elementary School. Adam, good morning to you, sir. How are you?
Good morning. Doing well.
I'm glad to hear it. And we were talking a minute there in the break, and hopefully summer has treated you all right as school is just around the corner. That's what we want to touch on here today. It's Meet the Teacher Night as of tomorrow, and the first day of school for staff tomorrow as well. So now it's basically here. Adam, what can you tell us about either of those two things?
Yeah, the summer is now over, right? But we're excited, and we had a really good summer of kind of focusing on next steps for this upcoming school year. Last year was quite the whirlwind with getting in a new building and all that comes of that, even though, it's a beautiful thing, but it's also a chaotic thing. So we have staff tomorrow that'll be in. The whole district starts at the junior high in the auditorium, and we go through some, district things. We get to hear from the school board president. We get to hear from, our superintendent, Mrs. Miller. We, get to meet new staff members, things of that nature. Then we'll come back for a building meeting. So kind of make sure everyone's on the same page. There are a couple things with, we'll have Sandy Polly, our district nurse, will, present some, CPR things that staff should know, AED presentation, things like that. And then the teachers get to kind of work in their room the rest of the day because we have Meet the Teacher Night. And, that Meet the Teacher Night is tomorrow night at the elementary school. It's from 5 to 6:30. And, that's just a great time to bring in those supplies. You have your backpack, you get to meet the teacher. You get to meet maybe other staff members that you interact with. Also a good time, to meet Mrs. Matthews, our assistant principal, and I will answer any questions. But maybe most importantly, to take all those pictures, right? I know that first day you want to take those pictures, and, most people do at their house, which is great, but unfortunately we're not able to pause the drop-off line to take pictures up front. And so, with 515 kids trying to get in the door, we've got to keep that going. But yeah, it's a great time. Last year we had so many people taking pictures, because you're not going to have your backpack the first day if you bring it to Meet the Teacher Night, right? So it actually works out pretty well on that end.
For you on your end as well, how cool is it for you to just see the building kind of come back alive after a summer of it just being a little more quiet than maybe you're used to?
Yeah, our custodians, the 4 custodians work really hard at, making it shine. And yeah, it's a new building, but like I said, with 515 kids and 100 staff members, right, things get dirty.
Oh, yeah.
And so walking through it, it's looking brand new again. All the teachers, as I walked down the hallway this morning, they have all their bulletin boards done and their classroom doors and, just a really, really inviting atmosphere that I'm proud of.
For you, and obviously, like you mentioned, last year, kind of a whirlwind, just getting yourselves just acclimated to this newest space. Now that you're in the second year of using this new space, what do you kind of see that, being for the school district as a whole? What do you kind of plan for the school to be able to offer moving forward now that we kind of know what we can get out of it?
Yeah, I think that's the exciting thing is that, last year we were trying to, get our feet under us, and now we are dreaming up collaborations, with the junior high, with the high school. And we did some of that last year. Second semester, we started hitting some things hard, but just hearing teachers talk about, I talked to this person, they may bring their class over to present this, or, we may take our class here. Those are some of those fun things about the proximity and having all the schools right next to each other on campus.
Yeah. And from, I guess last year coming into the area, didn't realize that there was that separation until I went out last summer and saw the newest buildings, and I thought, man, it is really nice. It's kind of its own campus, and I think that lends itself to being something that you can have that collaboration between the buildings, and so that is exciting. And we'll talk a little bit more about what's new and maybe what we're going to bring about when we come back, hopefully as well. First day of school for staff. And then also meet the teacher night. You said meet the teacher night 5 to 6:30 p.m. tomorrow. Is there anything that you are looking for students to bring with that? Do they need to bring anything, or is it really just, hey, get acclimated, meet the teacher, and find out a little bit about your next school year?
Yeah, we'd love for them to bring their their backpacks and their supplies, and they can put them in the classroom on their hook and be all ready to go. It's a great opportunity to do that.
So the best way to do it, just bring that backpack in and have that ready for you as well. But you got to come to school and you got to leave school eventually as well. I know we wanted to talk arrival and dismissal. Any changes to that this year, or anything that you want to highlight when it comes to dropping off or picking up the kids from school?
Yeah, so a couple positive changes. Number one is that our dismissal times have been pushed back 15 minutes. So we've gained 15 minutes. And that's a credit to our staff and how smooth the arrival and dismissal process went last year. I mean, we were dismissing all the kids within minutes from school, which is definitely a positive from our staff. So everything has moved back 15 minutes. Kindergarten will dismiss at 3, first grade at 3:05, and then everyone else at 3:10. We've changed up a little bit. The buses in the morning will go through Panther Drive. So basically they'll go through our parking lot instead of kind of navigating behind the junior high and high school. So if you're a parent, right, and you've done this before, you're going to say, oh, that's nice. I think people will like that. And then we also got rid of our cones and we painted lines. So I think those changes will be applauded. Obviously there are a few, new people and new things. But for the people that are coming back for year 2, I think that they're probably celebrating.
Well, and you mentioned some improvements to the process, but also it sounds like last year, though, dismissal was not a problem at all. In this case, this year, you got the 15 minutes back. Are you still starting at the same time as well for school?
Yeah, we're still going to start at 8:15. So at 7:45 is when we allow the first cars to unload. So if you get there before, to wait in the line. Last year, day 1 was pretty chaotic. We have no kindergarten buses day 1, and also more people want to, drop their kid off on day 1. They kind of make a point. So the times are a little bit long. But after that, we were getting everyone through within 7 or 8 minutes. And so, don't let day 1 skew you. There's just a lot more traffic day 1, but it goes well. Our number one priority is to get kids here safe, have them depart safely, and then have them have an awesome time while they're here.
Sure thing. I can understand why the first day of school would be a little more hectic, chaotic than the others. But as you continue into the school year, it slows down just a little bit there for you guys. But dismissing everybody within minutes and having that many students, I think you mentioned like 500 plus students leaving the campus. I mean, that's an impressive mark there. And then kindergarten at 3, first grade at 3:05, and then grades 2 and 3 at 3:10. Would I be correct in that?
Grades 2 through 5 will be at 3:10.
2 through 5 will be at 3:10. Buses are coming through a different way. Things like painted lines as well, but arrival at 8:15. Cars will begin unloading at 7:45, and dismissal time has been backed up 15 minutes, 15 more minutes for your child to be in the classroom. Well, Adam, let's take ourselves a break. We'll come back and we'll talk a little bit about what's new with Pana Elementary School as well. Adam Metzger, principal of Pana Elementary WTIM Pana Morning Show. We'll be right back with more.
Your information station, WTIM.
Let's check the markets now on the RFD Radio Network. I'm Jim Taylor. Corn, beans, and wheat all lower at this hour. September corn down 4, 381. December corn down 4, 403 and 3/4. March corn down 4 1/4. 421. September beans 978 1/4 down 13 1/2. November beans down 12 3/4 $9.98.5. January beans, $10.17.5, down 12. September wheat down 3.5, $5.11.5. December wheat down 4, $5.31.5. September bean meal, $2.78.80, down $2. September bean oil, $52.34, down 85 cents. Livestock trade, August feeders, $341.27, up $1.05. August live cattle up 60 cents, $233.67. August lean hogs, $109.85, up 17 cents. Energy market, September crude oil, $63.57, down 39 cents. This is the RFD Radio.
This is Jennifer Mathis with People's Bank and Trust, where customers have one consumer banker who knows them and provides the right financial services to achieve their financial goals. Your consumer banker is your single source for life's financial needs, from checking to consumer loans, from retirement accounts to mortgage loans, and everything in between. Call me at 888-PBT-1954. Bank and Trust, so you can spend your time living your life, not explaining it. At People's Bank and Trust, we put people first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, Brian at Bob Ridings in Pana here to tell you about our August clearance event where we're making room for all of our winter models due here in September. We have used Jeep, Nissan, Ford vehicles under $20,000. We have new Chrysler Voyagers under $40,000. We have new Jeep Compasses under $30,000. We have new trucks with 3/4 tons under $50,000 and half tons in the very, very low 40s. All the way up to the top trim, we have something for everyone. We have the biggest inventory we've had in years. You can find us online at bobridingspana.com.
Dinner time just got easier with WTIM Pana. Enjoy great food that includes amazing pizza, tasty pasta, salad bar, and chili. On Monday nights, enjoy the spaghetti special with garlic bread and a side salad for $8. On Tuesday nights, come in for the lasagna special with garlic bread and a side salad for $9. On Wednesday nights, grab yourself an individual pizza and side salad for $9. WTIM Pana is proud to be serving Pana and the surrounding areas with great Italian food since 1985.
Of the 2024 construction projects by Christian County businesses, those businesses saved an estimated $370,000 in sales tax by utilizing the county's enterprise zone. Through the efforts of the Christian County Economic Development Corporation over the past 20 plus years to establish and grow the county's enterprise zone, new and existing businesses in the county can save taxes. Find out how they can help your business by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. The Christian County Economic Development Corporation is moving Christian County forward.
Your information station. WTIM.
You're listening to the WTIM Morning Show with Pana civic, business, and nonprofit leaders. It's coming to you from our Taylorville studios. The WTIM Pana Morning Show. It's brought to you by our title sponsor in People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, as well as Pizza Man, Norton's Hardware, Bob Ridings Pana, the Nokomis Dairy Queen, Pana Bowl, and the Okanee Chop Shop. I'm your host, Grayson Bauman. Our guest in this segment, we've got Adam Metzger, principal of Pana Elementary School. Adam, was there anything else that we should touch on before we move on to what's new when it comes to your arrival and dismissal and some changes that were made?
Yeah, I just wanted to celebrate the parents and people that are picking up. Last year, we came up with a label system, like some placards that they put in their windows. And so we're going to have that again this year. Mrs. Matthews has been hard at work writing out every student name. I think each kid gets 2 labels for different parents or for a parent, grandparent to display in their window. But it makes the process very, very smooth on our end to see names, call out names, and to get their kid out most efficiently. And so I just wanted to mention that we will be doing that again. New parents will catch on in your dash, and older parents will know what to do there. But some other new things, right, for this school year is that, we're fully staffed, which is great. It's the second year in a row we've been able to start the year fully staffed, which isn't always the case in Illinois or maybe in the USA in general right now, but we're blessed with that situation. Some other things that we've done, I mentioned the 15 additional instructional minutes. That's huge. I mean, that's a whole phonics lesson, right? That's half of a science lesson. That's a whole station of math or reading additionally that we can put into the day. So I'm excited there. We have created some consistent expectations in all sorts of different areas in the building. So hallway, bathroom, recess, cafeteria, bus waiting line. just using that same verbiage throughout, having the signs displayed, I think is going to go a long way. Just further fine-tuning, getting everybody on the same page, speaking the same thing, kids hearing and doing the same exact thing. So I'm excited for that as well.
So a lot of new, and I do think I have to agree with you. That 15 minutes of additional instruction time, while I can say that as somebody who's not in school any longer, but 15 minutes of time, you add that up over the course of a large number. It might not sound like it at just 15 minutes right now, but you add that up, and that is going to really provide an extra hour 15 a week for these students.
It's 44 hours a year additionally that we're adding.
Wow. Okay. See, you were already on the ball there. Well, Adam, we're just about out of time, but I appreciate you taking the time to speak with us and share what's new about not only Pana Elementary School, but arrival, dismissal, and everything in between.
No, I appreciate you having us.
You got it. Adam Metzger, principal of Pana Elementary School, here on the WTIM Pana Morning Show, brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. We'll be back with more tomorrow.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville.
96.1 FM Taylorville.
107.5 FM Shelbyville.
107.9 FM Pana Nokomis.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm at